Good morning, sir. Thank
Please
you, sir.
take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
When you have completed your graduation?
Sir, I have completed my graduation from Jamia Millia Islamia in 2020.
In 2020.
Yes, sir.
And since then, what are you doing?
Sir, I am preparing for Judicial Service examination.
Okay. Have you appeared earlier examinations also?
Yes, sir. I have appeared for the West Bengal Judicial Services examination. There I have written the mains examination, but I could not qualify for the interview.
Okay.
And after that, I have also appeared in UP Judicial Service examination.
Okay. So this is your first interview for any judicial services?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What attracted you towards the judicial services?
Sir, as a law student, it is the most appropriate opportunity for the law graduate to become a judicial officer. And my father has also dreamed to see me as a judicial officer, and it is honorable and prestigious job. And after all, sir, as a female candidate, I also want to ensure the financial stability. So I opt for the judicial service examination.
Okay. Uh, but why did you opt for law? It is true that for a law graduate, first option is the any judicial service. So, but why did you opt for law subject? What attracted towards the law subject?
Sir, basically, when I was studying in school, there are many social issues arises which I used to see in television or in other social media. So that attracted me to study the law, and then I decided to pursue law.
Can you cite some issues which uh, you were talking about?
Yes, sir. Sir, in 2013, there was an issue in which there was issue in which the very amendment has been made to the criminal procedures regarding the some brutal accident which has happened in Delhi.
Okay, Nirbhaya Khan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Nirbhaya case, then after that incident influenced me, and all the other judgment which I used to hear, sir, in uh, which always attracted me towards this
Okay,
field.
okay. In the Nirbhaya incident,
Yes.
do you think that it was any deficiency or any failure of law, or
Sir,
it was failure of law and order?
Sir, it was failure of the law and order, because, sir, because it is very shameful that in our society women is not safe in night, and the recent incident also happened in Kolkata, which also shows that the society should be the government, basically the state government should be more make more strict regulations and regarding that to protect the safety of the women in workplace also.
You said women is not safe. Only one accident, only one incident,
Sir,
and you generalized the whole thing that women is not safe. Is it true?
Sir, indeed that our society is progressing towards the safety of women and education and families of the women, but still we are lacking in some area, and because of that some incident happens which is in which we have to think about that this incident should not be happen in our society. Then I think that we have to improve more. The government and law is indeed working very good or has made legislation towards the achieving the goal of equality among the all the citizen of the country, but we have to implement it effectively as well.
Uh, uh, Generally, it is demanded from the public side that in these cases, harsh punishment, maximum punishment should be given, or the accused must be hanged, and the government comes with a new law, and it is provided that the accused shall be punished with the maximum punishment with the hanging. So it is true to raise the level of punishment to deal with a particular type of crime in any city or nation. Raising the level of punishment, making the punishment more and more harsh, or it is capital punishment. Is it, can it be a solution, or you have another solution in your mind?
Sir, according to my opinion, there should be moral study should be promoted in the society as well. But the government, but in the new BNS, the death penalty has already death penalty already provided for the rape and death of the woman. So government has already implemented these laws and. But I think that in the morality of the society, for example, in education system, this type of issues or these types of moral values should be raised in the people as well.
Okay. These days, we have heard that day before yesterday, the union government has approved for one nation, one election.
Yes, sir.
Is there any constitutional hindrances, obstacles in conducting one nation, one election?
Yes, sir. Article 83 should be amended.
Article
83, sir.
83.
Yes, sir.
What does it provide?
Sir, it provides the election for the Lok Sabha or
Lok
sir,
Sabha or
sir,
election?
sir, it basically deals with how the election procedure should be done in.
Article 83 provides for election in the Lok Sabha.
Sir, I'm
or
not recalling
you are
right
not
now.
aware?
Yes, sir. But
Okay. Okay.
just I guess, sir.
So I think then you won't be able to answer that how many or which articles has to be amended to make effective the one nation, one election. Are you aware about that?
Yes, sir. I have read in newspaper that Article 83 clause B or 83 clause C should be amended in.
But what are provided in these articles, you are not able
Yes,
to.
sir.
Okay. Okay. Is it a system or it is a tradition? Or matlab, can there is any obstacle, any problem in conducting the one nation, one election? Or if there are any problem, what are they?
Sir, basically the problem, our constitution is basically in a Lok Sabha election done and the state assemblies elections are done. So there are the procedure according to which the elections are done for the Lok Sabha and state assembly. So if there is a one election, one nation and one election,
How many elections, general elections in India has been conducted on this principle? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or not?
Sorry, sir.
You are not aware about that? Okay. Uh, we have seen that 3 criminal laws has brought into existence and it is now effective. How Bharatiya Sakshya Samhita is different from Indian Evidence Act?
Sir, many new amendment has been made into the BSA, Bharatiya Sakshya
Amendment has been made, or it is the whole new?
Whole act has been changed, sir.
It is
sir,
a new act.
Yes, sir, new act.
It is not amended.
Yes, sir. Sir, electronic record has been admissible, specifically made mention as admissible in the evidence, and sir, electronic document has also been made as admissible, explicitly made in the section of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam.
So it was also earlier that electronic evidence could be given.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware about the Form 65? Form 65 of Indian Evidence Act. What does it say? Are you aware about that?
Sir, sorry.
65. No. Okay. What is difference between primary evidence and secondary evidence?
Sir, according to section 61 of the Indian Evidence Act, primary documents. Sorry, sir. Pardon, sir. Please. repeat the
According to
question.
law,
Yes, sir.
according to law, how can you define that what is primary evidence and what is secondary evidence?
Sir, primary evidence, those evidence which are original documents produced into the court and certified, and documents of the authority and sovereign of the country. And secondary documents are those documents which are certified copies of the primary document, and document which are copied from the original and compared with the original document. And the document, any person who has seen the document and gives the oral account of that document.
So is there any change in the status of primary evidence and secondary evidence in the Indian Evidence Act old 1872 and the new Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam? Is there any change in the status of primary evidence and secondary evidence?
I'm
Okay,
not
okay, okay. Can you define joint trials? How? What is joint trials?
Sir, in CRPC section 219 says that if the person committed offense within 1 year, more than 2 or 3 offense can be tried jointly for that person.
Okay, okay. These days, one problem is faced by the Indian judiciary, the large number of pending cases. You are going to be judicial officer of Bihar. Are you aware that how many cases are pending in Bihar at trial stage? At trial stage. Any approx data?
Sir, I have read, but approx 73,000.
73,000. It is 18 lakh. It is 18 lakh.
Sorry, sir. I have just.
Okay, okay, okay. But I want to know that what are the main causes for large number of pending cases? It is fault of which agency? The police or the judiciary?
Sir, we can say that there is we know that there is lots of vacancy in our judicial system. That the High Court is also, the Patna High Court has also number of judges as sanctioned judges 53, but currently there are 33 judges in Patna High Court, and also in judicial.
Sanctioned posts in Patna High Court are 53 of permanent judges, or any other type of judges also included in your
Yes,
figure?
sir.
Which type of judges are in High Court? How many judges? How many types of judges are in High Court?
Sir,
Only judges, or there are any types or different categories of judges?
Sir, permanent judges and other acting judges.
Acting judges in High Court?
Sorry,
Is
sir.
there any provision for acting judges in High Court or additional judges?
Additional judges in High Court, sir.
Okay. So, what is the difference between the permanent judges and the additional judges?
Sir, permanent judges are appointed by the appointed on the recommendation of the collegium system.
Okay.
And um, sir, I don't, I'm not
You are
recalling
not aware
about
about that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So you have not replied that whose fault is bigger and due to fault of which agency such large number of pending cases exist.
Sir, there is a lack of investigation. There is lack of the function of police power is also because they are lacking in investigation procedure, and sometimes there is due to the vacancy of the judges, vacant seats in the courts, the proper functioning of the work is also not done properly in day-to-day basis. So
By whom it is not done properly? By police.
sir, investigation part में police is lacking, but judiciary is working as well. But due to the vacancy of seats in the judiciary, they are not.
But biggest problem
Yes.
is that accused are not appeared in the court. This is the biggest. And second biggest is that the prosecution side lacks evidence, and that's why they make slow the whole process. This is the so. Have you any idea? Have you any plan to minimize these large pending cases when you will become judge?
Sir,
You have not
right
thought
now I
about
have
that.
not thought about it.
Okay, okay, sir.
लेकिन जज बनने के क्रम में आप जो न्याय कीजिएगा तो न्याय का आधार एक्ट होगा या लॉ होगा? जब आप जजमेंट दीजिएगा
Yes, sir.
तो लॉ के आधार पर जजमेंट दीजिएगा कि एक्ट के आधार पर दीजिएगा? आप दोनों एक ही चीज़ आपके नज़र में है?
Sir,
दोनों एक ही चीज़ है?
no, sir.
हाँ?
No.
तो जजमेंट करना है,
Yes, sir.
जजमेंट तो कहीं नियम अनुसार की करना है।
Yes, sir.
तो बस बेसिक प्रश्न यही है कि आप लॉ के आधार पर जजमेंट दीजिएगा कि एक्ट के आधार पर दीजिएगा? रूल्स रेगुलेशन पर नहीं आ रहे हैं, सिर्फ लॉ और एक्ट पर आ रहे हैं।
Sir, according to the law.
अकॉर्डिंग टू द लॉ।
Yes, sir.
लॉ और एक्ट में क्या अंतर है? तो
Sir, law basically the supremacy of the constitution should be upheld, and act if something I think that it is not true, but the evidence is not putting for the upheld of that act, so I can go with the law.
एक्ट और लॉ एक ही चीज़ है या अलग है? स्पेसिफाई कीजिए।
Sir, definitely they are different.
डिफरेंट
Yes, sir.
किस किस बिंदु पर अलग अलग है?
Sir, law is according to the constitution and the law of the government, law of the according to the constitution, but act is the statute which is made.
दिस इज मेड,
Yes, sir.
लॉ इज नॉट मेड।
Law is made, sir, but it is.
एक्ट किसके द्वारा बनाया जाता है और लॉ किसके द्वारा बनाया जाता है? बेसिक प्रश्न।
Yes, sir.
एक्ट
Sir,
का
Article 13 says that law includes.
लॉ इंक्लूड्स
Yes, sir. Law includes notification, regulation, bylaws, regulations. Yes, sir.
एक्ट में सब एक्ट का कैसा निर्माण होता है?
Sorry, sir.
एक्ट पार्लियामेंट जो पास करेगा
Yes,
तो
sir.
एक्ट होगा,
Yes, sir.
और बाकी चीज जो रूल्स रेगुलेशंस होंगे,
Yes, sir.
जज साहब का निर्णय एक्ट नहीं होगा और लॉ होगा।
Yes, sir.
बेसिक कंसेप्ट समझना है कि आपको निर्णय लेते समय लॉ और एक्ट का क्या बेसिक कंसेप्ट है। अच्छा, एक्ट में आप देखिएगा, जजमेंट करते समय जो आपके दिमाग में बात आएगी, तो प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ जस्टिस क्या है? न्याय करने के लिए क्या सिद्धांत है?
सर, अनबायस्ड होना चाहिए जज को।
अनबायस्ड होना चाहिए।
यस सर। और नेचुरल जस्टिस को फॉलो करना है, लॉ को फॉलो करना है।
नेचुरल जस्टिस को फॉलो करना है, एक्ट को फॉलो नहीं करना है।
सर
एक्ट में जो लिखी हुई बात
यस
उसका
सर, उसको भी फॉलो करना है, एक्ट को भी फॉलो करना है।
नेशनल जस्टिस जो है जुरिस्प्रूडेंस के किस फिलोसफिकल या थॉट्स पर आधारित, स्कूल्स पर आधारित है नेशनल जस्टिस?
सर
जुरिस्प्रूडेंस
यस सर,
ग्रामर ऑफ लॉ है एक तरह
यस
का।
सर।
तो यह जो है नेचुरल जस्टिस शब्द आपने इस्तेमाल किया, तो नेचुरल जस्टिस जो है वह किस तरह की विचारधारा पर एनालिटिकल थॉट है, क्रिएटिव थॉट है या फिलोसफिकल थॉट है, क्या है, किस स्कूल से रिलेटेड है जुरिस्प्रूडेंस का?
सर आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल राइट।
लॉ का बेसिक पढ़ाई है जुरिस्प्रूडेंस।
यस सर।
फिर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ और जो कहा जाए कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ में क्या अंतर है?
Sir, constitutional law basically deals with the laws which is embodied in the Constitution of India. But administrative law deals with the administration of the country and other judicial, quasi-judicial matters as well.
इंटरनेशनल लॉ क्या है?
Sir, international law basically is the relation between the two countries and how the rules and regulations are regulated by the two nations covered under the international
International
water
law-
bodies.
इंटरनेशनल लॉ में भी लॉ शब्द है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ में भी लॉ शब्द है, लेकिन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ तो कहीं ना कहीं बाइंडिंग फोर्स है, अपने जनता पर लागू करेगा, उसके लिए बड़ी है। इंटरनेशनल लॉ के लिए क्या है बाइंडिंग फोर्स? इंटरनेशनल लॉ को कहा जाता है कि वैनिशिंग पॉइंट ऑफ जुरिस्प्रूडेंस। क्यों कहा जाता है?
सर वो कन्वेंशंस के वजह से सर।
नहीं तो फिर लॉ शब्द क्यों कहा गया? लॉ की जरूरत नहीं थी। इंटरनेशनल लॉ में इंटरनेशनल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट कहा जाता, इंटरनेशनल लॉ शब्द हुआ तो लॉ का तो मिसयूज हुआ ना। जब कोई फोर्स नहीं है, कोई सोवरन फोर्स नहीं है इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए, तो फिर लॉ का तो कोई मतलब, लॉ शब्द के इंटरनेशनल लॉ में, इंटरनेशनल कन्वेंशन में लॉ शब्द का इस्तेमाल करने का क्या औचित्य है? जब जुरिस्प्रूडेंस का वैनिशिंग पॉइंट है इंटरनेशनल लॉ अंत होता हुआ, फिर लॉ तो का कोई औचित्य नहीं है।
कन्वेंशन तो कन्वेंशन ही कहा
कन्वेंशन ही कहा जाएगा।
जैसे आईएलओ का बहुत सारा कन्वेंशन है, वो कन्वेंशन ही कहा जाएगा।
बेसिक कंसेप्ट वैनिशिंग पॉइंट ऑफ जो लॉ है। अच्छा, अभी हाल में एक न्यूज आया है इधर का कि अमेरिका के किसी कोर्ट ने भारत के जैसी डोभाल को और नरेंद्र मोदी को कोई नोटिस दिया है। क्या यह जुरिस्डिक्शन है किसी का? किसी देश के न्यायालय को दूसरे देश के किसी नागरिक को नोटिस देने का, सम्मन भेजने का अधिकार है? पन्नू के मामले में उन्होंने जो वहाँ पर किया था केस, उसमें वहाँ के किसी न्यायालय ने प्रधानमंत्री को और जो है डोभाल जी को जो है सम्मन भेज दिया। यह किस के तहत यह गाइडेड हो रहा है, किस लॉ से होगा?
सर सॉरी सर।
अच्छा, अब सिंपल सी बात आइए, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ पर हम लोग आते हैं। ऑर्डिनरी लॉ और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ में क्या अंतर है?
सर
जैसे ऑर्डिनरी बिल और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बिल, पहले यहीं से चलिए। बिल क्या है?
सर बिल इज पास्ड इन दी Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. मतलब it is the preliminary part of the preliminary step to become the act or act and
तो ड्राफ्ट और बिल में क्या अंतर हुआ?
sir draft is made before the before the passing of the bill. It is the outline of the outline of the law which is supposed to be implemented.
प्राइवेट मेंबर बिल क्या है?
Sorry sir.
Very good. You reside at Katihar offices, Colonia.
Yes sir.
What's your father?
My father is a stenographer in Civil Court Katihar.
What is his name?
Mohammed Zahid sir.
You are living in offices, Colony, Katihar.
Yes sir.
Tell me something about, special about Katihar.
Sir, in Katihar, there is basically the district is surrounded by many villages. So there is basically done the agriculture of bananas and Patwa.
Bananas?
Yes, sir. Nogachia is famous for bananas, and it is very close to the Katihar.
But Katihar is a famous for Makkah, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Katihar is a famous for Makhana.
Yes, sir. Makhana. There is also cultivation of makhana done there.
Have you seen Katihar court closely?
No, not so closely, not sir. But sometime I have.
You have been that road
Yes.
which connects to Chowk and
Yes.
that place.
Yes, sir.
What you have found generally in that place?
Sir, Katihar is has.
No. I mean to say, what are the people having problem nearby the court? It's a general problem. Mr. Chairman, sir, already had a question before you. Justice is already delayed. Number of cases are pending there before the court. Have you ever seen the real situation? How people are suffering from this delayed judgments? Have you ever seen?
Sir, I have read in newspaper. Personally, I have not.
Acha, okay. Tell me the meaning of your name.
Sir, Farheen, the word is taken from the Urdu. Farheen is the lady who has wisdom.
Yeah, you have wisdom. That is why I have taken this question, your name. It is a very viable. It may be a viable question for your name because it relates to wisdom, and judiciary and wisdom is both are related. How can you use your wisdom in judgment?
Sir, I will ensure that the constitution of the country should be upheld, and also the natural justice should be upheld with that. And
Tell me something about judicial activism.
sir,
Is there need for judicial activism in India still?
Sir, judicial
Activism.
is basically where the judiciary has proactive role
Yes.
in judging the constitutionality of the law, and and indeed, sir, it has important role in our.
What you will do as a judge in terms of judicial activism?
Sir, if there is any prevalent a question of society is raised, then I will definitely approach the judicial activism to solve that situation. If if that situation comes up to me.
Your natural answer, I want a natural answer from you. Suppose you are a judge of some West Bengal district with Kolkata, and a case of that doctor lady murder case, a rape and murder case came with you. What you will do? What your will be natural justice? There is always late. Problems are there. Proceedings is still late. What we will do as a judge? There is a need for judicial activism or not there?
Yes, sir, there is need of the judicial activism.
Okay. What is your hobby?
Sir, I like cooking and cleaning the house.
Cleaning house.
Yes, sir.
From which age you are cooking?
Sir, I'm cooking since my since 12th class, sir, since school.
Since school. Which school you have studied?
Sir, I have studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya, Katihar.
Kendriya Vidyalaya Katihar. Is there Kendriya Vidyalaya in Katihar?
Yes, sir.
Where it is?
Sir, in railway colony.
Acha, railway colony. It is. Yes. There is a Kendriya Vidyalaya.
It is near to the railway station also, sir. Behind the railway station. That place is Langra Bagan called.
Langda Bagan.
Yes, sir.
Can you define preamble?
Yes, sir. With the people of India having.
Can you define preamble?
Sir, preamble is the basic objective of the constitution, which must be ensured and followed by the
What is the fundamental rights again? Can you define fundamental rights?
Fundamental rights are the rights which are provided in Part 3 of the Constitution, and it is the inherent of the right of the uh, human being, which cannot be curtailed by the court, by the government as well as the judiciary,
Can,
and it is also enforceable by the court of law.
is fundamental rights amendable or not?
So,
And how many times fundamental rights have been amended till now?
sir, fundamental rights are amendable, but subject to that the basic structure of the constitution should not be.
What is the basic structure of the Constitution? This is the rapid fire questions from my
Yes,
side.
sir.
There will be rapid fire questions in your interview board. So be ready for that. In the same manner.
Sir, basic structure of the
Yeah,
constitution is that there must be secularism of the court and secular fraternity, equality of the law. These are the basic structure, and fundamental rights are also the basic structure of the constitution, which cannot be amended.
Have you ever faced or felt in Indian Constitution something has done with these basic rights? It has been infringed sometime.
Yes, sir.
At which case it has been infringed?
Sir, sir, I'm not able to recall right now.
Apart from law, what another studies you have done in your life? Apart from judiciary and law,
Yes, sir.
what other subjects you have studied in your life?
Sir, I have studied science,
Science
Yes.
and
history, geography.
history, geography. Huh? Who is the father of judicial activism? Which nation, from which nation judicial activism has been borrowed?
Sir, may I guess, sir? Because may I
Yes,
guess?
guess.
Sir, USA.
Right. Okay.
What is PIL?
Sir, ma'am, sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, PIL is public interest litigation in which the citizen or any organization of the society feel that their fundamental rights is infringed. They can approach to the court of law under Article 32 or under Article 226 of the Constitution.
There was a change in succession law and it was available for females. Okay, succession law and it was so what is the law, succession law which was amended from earlier and what are the favors given to all the rights given to the female of the family, inheritance and owner of property?
Yes, ma'am. After the amendment of 2005 in Indian Succession Act, women also made co-partners, and they have inherent right as same to as the son of the family, and they get the property from their father's side, from their
Inheritance for property or the own property of father also. They are given both equal rights. Inheritance or own property. Females of the family or the daughters of the family are given both equal rights, own and inherit.
Yes, ma'am.
What is difference between fundamental rights and legal rights?
Ma'am, legal rights are not enforceable under Article 32 and 226 of the Constitution, but fundamental rights are enforceable, and writ can be issued under Article 32 and 226 of the Constitution. And the Part 3 of the Constitution talks about the fundamental rights, whereas legal rights, which has been given in 300A, the right to property is legal right declared now under the Constitution.
How many articles and schedules are originally in the Constitution?
Ma'am, originally there were 395 articles and 12 schedules.
Eight.
Sorry, 8 schedules.
You can say the difference between what is the right to equality articles from right to equality. Article.
Yes, ma'am. Article 14 to 18.
Yes. What is difference between or dissimilarities between 14 to 15 and 16? Okay. Right to equality, 14 to 18. What is the dissimilarity between 15 and 16 and 14?
Ma'am, dissimilarity between.
Dissimilarity.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, Article 14 talks about the equality before law, and they are basically, it basically deals with equality before law or equal protection of law. Equality before law is termed as a negative concept, but equal protection of law is known as a positive approach, where the same circumstance people are taken as similarly. Whereas Article 15 of the Constitution talks about that there shall be no discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, and Article 16 of the Constitution talks about that the state shall not make any discrimination in public appointment. Uh,
So both these two articles are meant for only citizens, and Article 14 is for all the people. Okay. And what is the hierarchy of Indian court hierarchy of courts in India?
Ma'am, as per Section 6 of CRPC, High Court, after that Session Court, and Chief Judicial Magistrate, Judicial Magistrate First Class, or Executive Magistrate, and then Judicial Magistrate Second Class, and High Court, Supreme Court is the apex court of the court under Article 214 of the Constitution.
What's the lower strata of the judiciary or judicial system of India?
In lower strata, ma'am, civil court is the lower.
Panchayats,
Panchayat.
Nyaya Panchayat, Gram Kachari, it is the lower strata. Okay. And would you say something about common civil code?
Common civil code. Ma'am, in district level, there are civil code which is common civil code. Sorry, ma'am, I'm not.
Civil code,
Code.
not court.
Code.
Okay, sir, sorry. Ma'am, common civil code. Ma'am, I'm not getting the question. I'm not apprehending the
Article
question.
44. What is the Article 44?
Uniform civil code.
Uniform.
Okay. It talks about the uniform civil code. It means that it is under the directive principle of the states, which ensures that there should be one law for each and every religion, and it should be secular in nature. There should be no any separate law on any subject such as marriage or divorce and succession of the different section of the society.
So you say something about the powers of district court and metropolitan courts. Are they two having different powers or same powers?
Ma'am, metropolitan courts are in the area where more than 10 million people live, but in district court there is no any such criteria, and in metropolitan court there are metropolitan magistrate, and in district court the highest the supreme is the district judge, and after that CGM, who also takes the administrative and judicial powers, and below that there is judicial magistrate first class, and after that the judicial magistrate second class, and judicial magistrate second class have power to give a sentence of fine and imprisonment of 1 year, and judicial magistrate first class gives imprisonment of 3 years and fine, and judicial magistrate chief judicial magistrate has the power to give sentence of up to 7 years, and